Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and here's a headline from you today. Ripple Giant and its on-demand liquidity partner exchange 130 million XRP. And this caught my attention. It's been something of a mystery. What is going on with the on-demand liquidity corridor from the United States to Mexico, given that the vast majority of those flows, which of course utilize XRP as a bridge currency, the vast majority are coming from Bitstamp, to Mexico-based cryptocurrency exchange Bitso, and with the liquidity drying up on Bitstamp due to the SEC allegations against Ripple of XRP being an investment contract, an unregistered security, how is that even happening? So the only way that I could think, if it's still going on, is that they're just using the XRP that Bitstamp itself holds, and so maybe they're not scared from a legal perspective to continue that the functionality of that. They just can't allow the trading of it. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Either way, Bitstamp still has a mountain of XRP, so it is available there. So I'll run through that, and also there is this story from Cointelegraph, continuing the narrative of massive adoption of the cryptocurrency asset class, and certainly Bitcoin specifically, which will benefit XRP, I believe. Here's a headline from Cointelegraph. Morgan Stanley to consider Bitcoin for $150 billion investment wing. Well, how about that? Everybody and their grandma's getting in on this stuff. For serious. I do want to be clear that I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast here in the XRP community, and I make YouTube videos purely as a very fun hobby. That is indeed all that it is. All right, so into this now. Data shared by the popular Whale Alert cryptocurrency tracker says that over the past 17 hours, two crypto giants, Ripple and Bitstamp, have exchanged a gargantuan amount of XRP between each other. The XRP amount in question is 130 million tokens, which is an equivalent of $79 million. Now, overall, the tracking service detected 4 XRP transactions. 2 of them carried 30 million XRP between Ripple wallets, as the company most likely cashed out this crypto. Yeah, see, we always see XRP going back and forth for different reasons. Like Ripple will buy back XRP, but then they'll also sell it, and it's about liquidity management. So I'm not sure, actually. But anyway, a close amount to 100 million was shifted by the Luxembourg-based Bitstamp exchange to one of Ripple's wallets in 2 transactions. Bitstamp is one of Ripple's platforms for its on-demand liquidity product, and it runs the XRP/EUR on-demand liquidity corridor. Yeah, and so Bitstamp has at least 2 locations. I know that off the top of my head. There's the one over in the UK, and then there is one in the United States also. So, I don't know. I mean, again, I mentioned this in a video the other day. If anybody can find any information from Ripple or anywhere that would indicate what's actually happening here, I am extremely curious as far as what the implications of on-demand liquidity functionally are, in particular with the corridors that extend to the United States. And the 2 most important ones do touch the United States to Mexico, and then the other major one would be the United States to the Philippines. So I don't know, but there you go. There's still a lot of XRP moving around back and forth here. Now, in increased adoption of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency asset class, again, there's this piece. Morgan Stanley to consider Bitcoin for $150 billion investment wing. According to a report from Bloomberg News this morning, Morgan Stanley is the latest major financial institution to consider an investment in Bitcoin. Citing people with knowledge of the matter, the report says that Counterpoint Global, a subsidiary of Morgan Stanley Investment Management, with $150 billion in assets under management, is exploring whether the cryptocurrency would be a suitable option for its investors. You know, sometimes when I see statements like that, I'm wondering, like, but how much do you already own? Like, do you ever wonder that too? I mean, I don't know, there's all sorts of entities out there, and I'm just thinking, if you're saying that you're looking into it, you're telling me you literally haven't purchased a single Bitcoin and you're just kind of delaying it? Like, do you think Twitter already owns Bitcoin? I don't know. It's all just speculation, I suppose, but still, you gotta kind of wonder, like, what are you waiting for? There's only so much Bitcoin on the planet, and frankly, the liquidity is very clearly drying up. Anyway, Morgan Stanley's website describes Counterpoint Global as a fund specializing in investments whose market value can increase significantly for underlying fundamental reasons. The fund is up 72.7% on the year, significantly outperforming the MSCI All-Country World Net Index returns of 16.25%. The growing interest in Bitcoin shouldn't necessarily come as a surprise, given that the company has made significant investment in MicroStrategy. And yeah, so obviously MicroStrategy, I don't even know how much they put in at this point. I know they've invested literally over $1 billion in Bitcoin. And so I won't be surprised if MicroStrategy ends up being one of the most wealthy companies in the history of mankind. If this, seriously, or on the entire planet, if Bitcoin continues to be adopted in this particular way. Because again, I think that so many people don't understand just how truly scarce, Bitcoin is. You're talking about maybe a couple million Bitcoin, liquid at any given moment. So so this is the way that they're tracking it, by the way. So when we're talking about what Bitcoin is liquid, what they're really tracking is how much Bitcoin is actually on exchanges. But here's the thing. There are tons of people out there that never self-custody their Bitcoin, so they're actually functionally using cryptocurrency exchanges as their wallet. That's it. And so it doesn't mean that it's actually particularly liquid, as in it's not for sale. It's on an exchange, but doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be sold, which means that if they're saying there's a couple million Bitcoin available, it's probably the case that it's substantially less than that. I'd be willing to bet. I don't know exactly what that number would be, but I'd certainly be willing to bet that it's substantially less than that. But anyway, piece continues. In January, Cointelegraph reported that Morgan Stanley had purchased a 10% stake in MicroStrategy, whose stock has been on a tear and whose CEO has become a Bitcoin icon since announcing a strategic investment in Bitcoin last year. I think that's fair to state. And it is interesting too. The stock, clearly the stockholders of MicroStrategy, publicly traded company, are thrilled with the move. If it were something horrendous and terrifying and this much money is going into Bitcoin and there's this much uncertainty, the stock, it just would have tanked. And it's not. It's going up. I mean, Morgan Stanley isn't the only major banking institution looking to get involved with cryptocurrencies either. On their Q4 earnings call, both JP Morgan and Visa reaffirmed plans to maintain crypto payment services, and the representatives of both companies expressed interest in further development if clients and market conditions demanded. And that's... What do you think's going to happen here, guys? Seriously, everybody's going to be involved with this. You can't. If you ignore it, it's to your own peril. That's what I'm saying. That's functionally where we're at this point. But I'll go ahead and wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.